On the very cold morning of January the 10th, 2009, local residents and environmental campaigners gathered outside of a country pub in the village of Ledston in West Yorkshire.
Today is a protest march, a peaceful protest march with the local community and various groups and bodies of people that are opposed, that don't live locally, but are opposed to the opencast coal and the use of coal and its impact on the climate change.
The hundreds of protesters were in attendance to walk over the site of a new opencast coal mine currently being proposed by HJ Banks Mining.
We're here because we're opposed to the new opencast coal site and proposed mine here, and particularly because of actually the links to climate change and saying that actually we need to stop burning coal.
It's not just about the hole in the ground, the damage to the environment, it's the damage to people's lives, local communities, which are going to be decimated in a manner of speaking.
The reason we live here is because we're access to the fields and the countryside and the peace and quiet. That's right.
The message being sent out to Leeds City Council was clear.
I and my party are opposed to burning coal, and this project will obviously involve digging a huge amount of coal out and causing a lot of environmental damage for the 3 villages that are nearby.
This whole area is doubly blighted really. It's obviously loads of mining communities because of the coal which, when the pits were closed down, have lost their focus, their economy, their lifeblood in a lot of cases. There's really lack of employment around, and they then face the second impact of open casting, which is dirty, noisy, polluting. It leads to health problems, massive increases in heavy road traffic on small roads, and then of course you've got the issue of climate change and using coal, which is just it's a non-starter. It shouldn't even be considered.
For me, actually, having Ethan here today is actually a reminder that, if we don't do something, then actually, it's Ethan's generation that are going to have to deal with the consequences.
If it is a top priority for the government, they will find the funds to make sure it happens. And at the moment, I'm not sure they are. At a number of different levels, huge amounts more could be done, but at the moment there's no shortage of ideas, no shortage of will in many cases. It is in some cases, I'm sad to say, funds to get things done.
It will take, the opencast will take 5 years to mine the coal. It will take 11 days at the local power stations to burn it, and it will take 50 years for the countryside to recover, for the trees to grow and mature. So we call it the 5-11-50 project. 5 years to mine, 11 days to burn, and 50 years to recover. It doesn't make sense at all.
I think what we really need to do in the current economic climate is to look at ways of making communities more resilient. We need to reduce the amount of money that people need to spend, reduce the amount they need to live, and create more jobs in environmental practices, in energy production. We need to rely less on machines that can do the work of 10 men and just deploy the 10 men.
Gordon Brown in November 2007 said that the UK can meet 40% of its electricity from renewables. So why are places like Ledston having to go through this turmoil of having 875,000 tonnes of coal ripped out of the countryside to destroy the climate?
We've got to be more careful about using energy. We've got to find other sources, alternative energy sources. Use the sun, use the wind. We can do that.
With clean renewable alternatives available, there's no excuse not to act. Not only to save this village or this field from coal, but to save our entire planet from it.